First of all, nice to meet you. Finally, I've spoken to you a few times. I know, yeah, I know. I was going to get yourself to introduce yourself, but I feel as though that people know who you are. You've made your stamp in the UK already. Fight of the year 2015. You're number one at your respective weight, though. How has the change been, and having yourself to climb up for fights, and how do you prepare for a heavier opponent? Tell me a little bit about it.
Well, I hadn't trained for 4 weeks. I'd fought at the end of March, and I hadn't trained for 4 weeks because I was just taking a bit of time out because I'm fighting at the end of June, so I thought I'd get a bit of time off. And so I was just basically messing about sparring and just holding pads for people in the gym. I wasn't doing any sort of physical training at all, apart from maybe drinking and eating cakes. So I'd actually blown up to like 75 kilo.
Right.
And then I get the phone call.
So it must have been a canny drop for you then if you was
at
79 kilos.
It was a hard cut.
Even a few weeks out, that's still a hefty drop, isn't it?
It was a really, really hard cut. I mean, with 2 weeks notice. You're running, your diet's minimal because you're still trying to feed yourself, fuel your tank. But the whole weight thing, I fought up to 65 kilo before I dropped down to 59, and it is what it is, isn't it? You fight, like Pan usually fights at 61, so it's not really that much of a big deal. He was just better than me, sharper. Like you seen his interview, he was every training involved with this guy, that guy, and the next guy, and I'm up training with the guys that are just finished their lot, they're just plumbers and stuff, you know what I mean, and joiners and backyard, whatever. So his training's always different. He's basically a professional fighter.
Yeah.
As much as I fight professionally, I still go to golf in the morning, go to work at 8 o'clock. But that's no excuse because I still train like a professional fighter.
Of course you do.
I'm in the gym every night with my boys, and I just wasn't good enough for the night. I feel camp could have been better. I would have been far. I maybe wouldn't have been stopped. I would have maybe made a way, walk through more stuff, whatever. Make Mary a fight because I didn't perform. Sometimes you do, sometimes you have an half night, you know what I mean? So you're like,
but it was heavier. And not to take anything away from, obviously Panicos is a brilliant fighter. But then there's a question that I asked Panicos as well, and I've got to ask you. So and I know that I touched upon it in the interview that we did via text. Is the beef, the whole beef over Facebook? People have been asking.
It was all with a shit. It was all with a shit. Panicos, Pan actually phoned me. He phoned me. He's like, "Look, I'm going to start a bit of nonsense on Facebook. He says, do you mind?" And I was like, "No, crack on, man. It gets people interested in the fight. It gets people interested." I mean, I was getting phone calls, and I said, "Real, is it real?" And I went, "Aye, it's real." I thought we were mates, but obviously we're low and stuff. You know? And I felt like a bit of a cunt actually, because it said some things on Facebook and whatever.
You do, and people take it to heart, don't they?
And oh man, loads of people are offended and stuff like that, and on my behalf, and I'm like, I can't even tell him, but he's just balming me up, and when he get stated as the official number one at 61 and a half, I actually phoned him and he didn't know. I phoned him and he said, "Congratulations." He's like, "What for?" I said, "Becoming number one." And obviously on the wee beef on Facebook, I was like, "You're just number one by default." But I was the first guy to phone him and congratulate him before he even knew he was number one. So it was a lot of rubbish. Me and Pan,
good.
It's really even all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, and that leads me on to the next question. I know I asked Liam as well. So you touched upon that in the text interview that we did before. You said that Liam wanted you matched, obviously before his passing, and it didn't happen for certain circumstances. Do you think it was a tribute to Liam? Like, is there something that both of you had a respect for him? And
it was really difficult to take the fight because we were matched for Yorktown. We were obviously going to fight on Yorktown. It was just going to be a done deal.
Yeah.
And then I got injured. I was running. I injured my knee, so I had to pull out the fight. And then Liam messaged me. He says, "I'm really glad that he's on the fight." because I wanted both.
Yeah.
So taking the fight was
You must have been torn.
It was really difficult. And but then I thought it was the last match that Liam would organised at Panicos.
Yeah.
So and I spoke to Liam's wife, and she was torn as well, but she was happy for us to fight and get it out of the way, I suppose.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Unfortunately, it didn't go your way, but what I wanna know is what's next for you. I know you refer to yourself as an old guy,
but I was 37 last week.
What I wanna there's 3 WC titles now around your waist. I know not currently, but they're owned by you. Yeah, you're ranked 10th now, are you? Is that right?
Yeah, that's
what's next? Are you going for the number one?
I want to crack at the number one. I want to crack at the big one day. You know,
right.
I've got an international, international challenge in the national, so I want to complete the collection.
Right, of course you do.
Again, it's down to just getting the right guys to fight. Don't put the fight on, try to get the fight on and stuff like that. I'll fight whoever.
Yeah. I get that feeling, you know. I do.
If the fight interests me, then I'll fight. If the fight doesn't interest me, then what have I got to gain for it?
Of course.
If I've got nothing to gain for it, then why do it?
Yeah.
I mean, why? When people keep going up the Paul Kapovich thing, right? I beat Paul fair and square.
You did.
Whether people complain about it or not.
Yeah, I know.
Genuinely, I don't give a shit. I mean, I did care at the start, but then I just started getting dogs abuse, and I was like, no, fuck you.
Yeah.
Because and I like Paul, and I've got nothing against him. I was really regretful of what happened and the injuries and stuff like that.
Happens. Oh, it's the sport, isn't it? Right.
That's your take. I mean, in the first round, he tried to knee me in the face when I was on the ropes. If he'd done that, it could have been me.
Yeah.
But it wasn't.
Yeah.
And so now I'm like, I need to be picky. You know what I mean? I'm getting old, and I really need to be picky. I know taking the fight tonight wasn't the smartest thing all day.
Yeah.
But it was a fight that I felt I had to take. And
You had to do.
Maybe the main event and the likes will actually get me back and give me a chance to actually train for a fight instead of just phoning the daft Scottish guy up the road. He'll take it. He'll bother, do you know what I mean?
There you go, Phil. Tell him. But yeah, any final shout outs before you go?
I'd just like to thank my sponsors and training partners, Sandy, the boys at the Gripfish, especially Guy Ramsey, who just is an absolute godsend for me. He appreciates everything that me as an old guy goes through, you know what I mean? And, the guys at MXP who look after me nutritionally, and Gorilla Nutrition as well, who help me with my diet. And my ever suffering family who have got to listen to my continual moaning when I'm dieting, and especially when I'm cutting, because I'm not the nicest person to be around, but they know it, and that's just what it is, isn't it?
Awesome. Cheers, Keith.
Thank you,
mate.
Cheers.
Cheers. All the best. All right.
Talk to you.